have been in the community. We're a family business. It's been passed down through 3 generations now. We focus on the customers that we work with. They're always the priority as to what their needs are. That's what comes first within the agency. And then secondly, as you know, a team, we're all family as well, and try to support and help each other out. It's an opportunity when you have that person on the phone to see what policies do we have, what don't we have, depending on the call, if they're adding a vehicle, what coverages are out now that maybe they didn't have in the past that would be relevant to them. Carriers are adding new products all the time, different endorsements that they put in flyers that go out to individuals, but most people don't read them anyway. So I think getting that direct, asking about it from the agent and educating them on that to them in terms that they understand, a lot of times makes more sense, and they're usually more prone to buy or to add that coverage to the policy because they understand it more. They can understand the relevance of it more. Insurance isn't something that most people are thinking about. They have to have it. So a lot of times there are things that, if you've had an addition done to your home, you don't necessarily think of, oh, how does this impact if my house burns to the ground? Is it covered? Is it not covered? We have a new driver. Usually if it's a younger driver coming on, that typically will trigger people. They know they need to add that new driver to the policy. But I think reviewing your policies is important to make sure that you don't have any gaps in coverage, to make sure that everything is in order. So that way if you do have a claim, you have the coverage. I think being an independent agent is important because while we have the different carriers, we aren't being dictated to how we have to run our business. We're not being told how we're allowed to sell or how we're allowed to market. If somebody, for example, is being non-renewed because of a claims history, we have other markets that we can put them with. Instead of them having to leave, where with a captive they'd be done, they have to go now and shop and start the process over. With us, we have the background, we have the information, we can shop it for them and help them get into the next best market based on what their need is. And then, if it's because of claims history, when those claims fall off, we can get them back with a better market again. It just allows them to stay with us as opposed to bouncing all over the place with different carriers.